What's up, YouTube? It's the legendary Lister back with another exciting video for you to enjoy. In today's list, we are going to talk about some of nature's most wanted. Usually, when we talk about animals, we talk about instinct. The lion chases the gazelle because it's hungry. The bird builds a nest because it needs shelter. It's all very innocent. But some animals are different. Some animals don't just survive. They scheme, they plot, they break the law. Today, we are opening the case files on the animal kingdom's smartest outlaws. We aren't talking about simple predators. We are talking about thieves, vandals, escape artists, and extortionists. These are the creatures that would definitely be in maximum security prison if they were human. Get your mugshots ready. This is the top 10 Animal Criminal Masterminds. We start at number 10 with the king of petty crime, the seagull. Now, you might think they are just scavengers, but studies show something more calculated is going on. Seagulls have learned to track human eye movement. They watch you watching them. They wait for the exact millisecond you look away to check your phone, and then, bam, your French fry is gone. In the United Kingdom, seagulls have actually developed a strategy where they work in pairs. One screams to distract you, and the other hits you from behind to steal the food. It's not just hunger, it's a coordinated mugging. They are the pickpockets of the sky. Coming in at number 9, the masked bandit himself, the raccoon. These guys are the ultimate cat burglars. Their superpower is their hands. Raccoons have incredibly sensitive, human-like fingers that become even more sensitive when wet. They can unzip tents, unlatch coolers, turn doorknobs, and even open complex animal-proof trash cans. In Toronto, the city spent millions designing raccoon-proof bins. The raccoons figured them out in weeks. They essentially reverse engineer our security systems. If a raccoon wants into your house, it's getting in. They don't just smash and grab, they pick the lock. And coming in at number 8 is a crime that's honestly pretty dark. It's identity theft committed by the cuckoo bird. The cuckoo is a brood parasite. The mother cuckoo waits for another bird, usually a warbler, to leave her nest. She swoops in, lays her own egg, which has evolved to look exactly like the victim's eggs, and flies off. When the baby cuckoo hatches, it does something horrifying. It instinctively pushes the other eggs out of the nest to their doom. The poor mother warbler then raises the cuckoo as her own, feeding it even when it grows 3 times her size. It is the ultimate con artist, stealing a mother's love and resources. Number 7 on this list takes us to New Zealand. Meet the key parrot, the world's only alpine parrot, and an absolute agent of chaos. If the raccoon is a burglar, the key is a vandal who destroys things just for fun. They are obsessed with rubber. If you park your car in their territory, a gang of keys will descend upon it. They strip the weather lining, rip off the windshield wipers, and even pop the tires with their beaks. They don't eat the rubber, they just like destroying it. They are basically teenage delinquents with wings. They've even been caught moving road cones into traffic just to watch cars swerve. They aren't hungry, they're bored. Coming in at number 6 is the heavyweight champion of crime, the sperm whale. Specifically, a gang of them off the coast of Alaska. For years, fishermen would put out miles of line to catch black cod. They'd haul it up hours later, only to find thousands of fish heads and no bodies. The whales had figured out the system. But here is the genius part. The whales learned to recognize the specific sound of the hydraulics on the fishing boats. That sound is their dinner bell. They wait for the humans to do all the work of catching the fish, and then they casually swim along the line, stripping every single fish like they are picking grapes off a vine. It's efficient, lazy, and brilliant piracy. And starting off the second half of our list is the Houdini of the animal kingdom, the honey badger. There is a famous honey badger in South Africa named Stoffel. His keepers tried to keep him in an enclosure to protect him. It didn't work. Stoffel unlocked the gate, so they wired it shut. He dug under. They put him in a concrete pit. He used rocks to stack a pile in the corner and climbed out. When they removed the rocks, he made mud balls and stacked those. When they removed the mud, he literally stole a rake the zookeeper left behind and used it as a ladder. The honey badger cannot be contained. He understands physics, and he has zero respect for authority. Number 4 is the crow. If you cross a crow, you don't just have a problem with that bird. You have a problem with the whole family. Crows have facial recognition technology built into their brains. If you are mean to a crow, it will remember your face. But it gets worse. It will tell other crows. Researchers have worn bad guy masks to harass crows, and years later, crows that weren't even born yet will dive bomb the person wearing that mask. They pass down generational trauma and grudges. It is organized crime. They have watchmen, they have territory, and they have a list of enemies. Do not make the list. And coming in at number 3 is the octopus. This is the Mission Impossible agent of the ocean. They have no bones, which means they can pour their bodies through a hole the size of a quarter. Aquariums struggle to keep them because they constantly break out. There is a famous story of an octopus that would wait until the guards went home at night, climb out of its tank, slither across the floor to a neighboring tank, eat the crabs inside, and then slither back into its own tank before morning. They also sabotage equipment. They have been known to squirt water specifically at light bulbs to short-circuit the electricity because they prefer the dark. That's not instinct. That is electrical engineering. And coming in at number 2, the orca. We call them killer whales, but they are really highly intelligent, organized hit squads. Recently, off the coast of South Africa, 2 orcas named Port and Starboard began a crime spree. Their target? Great white sharks. But they weren't just eating them. They were performing surgery. They learned that if they flip a shark upside down, the shark goes into a trance. Then, with surgical precision, they slice the shark open and eat only the liver, leaving the rest. They taught this specific murder technique to other pods. They are culturally evolving new ways to kill the ocean's top predators. They run the ocean, and everyone else just lives in it. We've seen thieves, vandals, and con artists. And we are moments away from revealing our public enemy number 1. But before we unmask the ultimate criminal mastermind, we have to talk about a few delinquents who just missed the cut, but are too devious to ignore. Here are our honorable mentions. First up on our honorable mentions is the fork-tailed drongo. This African bird doesn't just steal food, it lies to get it. The drongo mimics the predator warning calls of other animals, like meerkats. It waits for a meerkat to find a juicy scorpion, screams a meerkat distress call to scare everyone away, and then swoops down to steal the abandoned lunch. It's the perfect scam. And lastly, we have the Futurus firefly, nature's original catfish. Male fireflies use specific flash patterns to signal a mate, like a secret code. The female Futurus cracks this code. She mimics the mating flashes of other firefly species to lure in unsuspecting males. When the hopeful suitor arrives expecting a date, he doesn't find romance, he becomes dinner. And finally, the number 1 criminal mastermind, the long-tailed macaques of Bali. These monkeys have developed a full-blown mafia economy based on extortion. They don't just steal food, they steal things you need: glasses, iPhones, wallets, passports. And here is the genius part. They don't eat them. They hold them for ransom. They will sit just out of reach, holding your iPhone, and wait for a temple guard to offer them food. If the food isn't good enough, like a piece of bread, they will drop the phone or threaten to break it. They wait for the high-value payment, like a chocolate bar or fruit. Once they get the payment, they drop the stolen goods. They understand value, leverage, and negotiation. That's not just animal behavior, that is a business model. So the moral of the story is pretty simple. Lock your windows, hide your car keys, and for the love of God, do not leave your sandwich unattended. These criminal masterminds are still out there, and they don't leave fingerprints. If you've ever been the victim of a furry felony, like a raccoon stealing your doormat or a seagull mugging you for a sandwich, I want to hear about it. Drop your crime report in the comments below. Stay safe, keep your snacks secure, and I'll see you in the next one. Legendary Lister, signing off.